Good evening and welcome to KMTV. I'm Andy Richards. Your top stories tonight. Gunman at supermarkets. 20 to go at Margate School. And there's a nasty surprise for a fast food customer. Shoppers in Kent were left shocked after a man wearing camouflage and carrying what looked like a gun entered a store in Sittingbourne. Aidan Gregory has the details.
This was the scene of a terrifying experience at a supermarket in Kent. Visitors to the store weren't to know that they were going to be confronted by what they thought was a gunman. On Wednesday, frightened customers at Lidl in Sittingbourne saw a man come into the store and what they thought had a gun. It's not something you'd expect to see whilst you're doing your shopping. Supermarket shoppers were left shocked yesterday after a man wearing camouflage and carrying what appeared to be a gun entered this Lidl in Sittingbourne at around 4 o'clock. Staff were said to have called the police, but the alleged gunman and his accomplice left the store and made their way towards Sittingbourne High Street. Kent police have confirmed that a 34-year-old man was arrested for possessing an imitation firearm, but have said he was later cautioned and released without charge. This is Aidan Gregory for KMTV.
2 Syrian men have made applications to remain in the UK after arriving on a ship docked in Kent. A crew of 22 men arrived on a Belize-registered ship at docks in Northfleet yesterday. Eyewitnesses claimed that some of the men jumped ship. The Home Office has confirmed that 2 Syrian men have applied to stay in the country, while another 3 have not returned to the ship. A school for deaf children in Margate could be forced to axe 20 jobs after it was revealed to be more than £600,000 short of its budget. Jem Collins has more.
It's been part of Margate since 1792, but today the Royal School for Deaf Children has been revealed to have a budget shortfall of £650,000. As well as providing a specially tailored environment for children, the Royal School for Deaf Children here in Margate also employs more than 500 people, all of whom have now taken a 10% pay cut, with fears that 20 jobs could be axed as well. Despite these new measures, though, senior figures at the school insist it won't be closing. Principal Wendy Eadsford said that young people were at the heart of everything they do, and that this was the only way to raise cash fast. The school added that a lack of cash was mainly down to less students starting, as more children were instead being placed in mainstream schools. A staff consultation has also started, and anyone with any ideas on plugging the shortfall is urged to get in touch. This is Jem Collins in Margate for KMTV.
Restaurant staff were in for a shock when they arrived at work this morning to find a suspected burglar asleep in bed. Christie's Bar and Restaurant in Maidstone was targeted last night. The man allegedly threw a barrel of cooking oil through the front window of the St Faith's Street eatery before trashing both floors and collecting more than £1,000 worth of loot. However, it all proved to be too exhausting for the suspected crook, and he fell asleep in the upstairs bedroom, only to be stirred from his slumber by 3 bemused employees at 9 o'clock this morning. A pub landlord recorded one of the highest drink drive readings a court has ever seen after giving a customer a lift home while more than 4 times the legal limit. Darryl Cook was told he could have killed someone when he jumped behind the wheel of his Fiesta after a night knocking back pints at the Long Hop in Sittingbourne. Cook puts his excessive drinking down to the breakup of his relationship, but he's not gone to prison though. The landlord escaped with a 150-day sentence, suspended for 2 years. He's been told to attend an alcohol treatment programme for 6 months, banned from driving for 3 years, and has to pay fines of £250. And finally, a schoolgirl almost choked on her favourite McDonald's drink after a sharp splinter of wood became lodged in her throat. Aidan Gregory has more.
Annabelle Tickle got more than she bargained for after she pulled a large wooden splinter from her throat at a McDonald's in Canterbury.
We decided to go to McDonald's to buy one of my favourite drinks, frozen strawberry lemonade. And I was on the way home and I was just drinking it like normally, and then I felt a stabbing pain in my throat and I started coughing, I couldn't breathe, and then Dad had to pull over, but by the time he pulled over I'd already stuck my fingers down my throat and got it out. When I pulled it up, it left scratch marks in my throat. It really hurt. I can taste blood sometimes when I swallow.
It's not something you want to see your child choking like that. Fortunately, we were able to stop and remove the item in her throat and found that it was part of what we think was a wooden stirrer from the drink that we were drinking. So very upsetting for Annabelle, worrying for me, and we've now contacted McDonald's and are waiting to hear back from them on what they're going to do.
The restaurant has since apologised to the family and said they would conduct a full investigation into the incident.
Well, that's it from us this evening. We'll be back tomorrow with more news from across the county. Have a great evening. We'll see you soon. Good night.